Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm Dr. Ashutosh. I shall be providing you with my YouTube videos on management in Bhagavad Gita. Incidentally, I have authored a book with the same title, Management Concepts, Principles, Theories, and Philosophies Discovered in Bhagavad Gita. This was initially published in 2016 December, and now the book is available on Amazon. It so happened that I could find all, almost all, the management principles, concepts, theories, and philosophies taught to management schools and colleges across the world, which were already available in Bhagavad Gita, which was written 5,000 years before. Let's know certain fundamental things about Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is known world over as the holy literature for Hindus, just as similar as Bible for Christians, Quran for Islamis, Granth Sahib for Punjabis, etc. Bhagavad Gita was proven to be composed between 5th and 4th centuries BC, so almost about 5,000 years before. Let us understand the preamble behind Bhagavad Gita, how Bhagavad Gita came into existence. So, in the epic Mahabharata from ancient mythologies in India, it was known that there was a fight between the cousin brother families, Kauravas and Pandavas, for the sake of kingdom. The lead warrior from Pandava's side, warrior Arjuna, he saw on the battlefield his own cousins, his relatives, his maternal uncles, his paternal uncles, his gurus, his teachers, and many of his seniors whom with he was supposed to fight. When he saw all these people in front of him in the battle, he got into a dilemma situation and he was reluctant to fight for them and against them, against his own people. He got down from the chariot and he said, no, I won't fight, because how can I fight with and how can I kill my own people, my own relatives, my cousins, my gurus, my seniors? And then Lord Shri Krishna, who has taken the responsibility of being the chauffeur of the chariot which was driven by Lord Arjuna. So God advised, Lord Krishna advised, persuaded Arjuna to fight in the battle, telling him how his thinking was negative, futile, and unnecessary. And then the literature born out of the conversation between Lord Krishna and Arjuna is known as Bhagavad Gita for last 5,000 years. Bhagavad Gita initially was composed in Sanskrit, in the sense Lord Shri Krishna communicated with Arjuna to tell him Bhagavad Gita, which was in Sanskrit, because that was the prevailing language then. Bhagavad Gita was later re-explained by many great people, great saints. One of them was Jagadguru Shankaracharya. He looked at Bhagavad Gita from the perspective of knowledge, and he called Bhagavad Gita as Jnana Yoga. Whereas Saint Jnaneshwar, he translated Bhagavad Gita into Prakrit, which was the language which people at then were able to understand. And the translation of Bhagavad Gita in Prakrit is known as Jnaneshwari, wherein Saint Jnaneshwar looked at Bhagavad Gita from the perspective of bhakti, that is devotion and bhakti yoga. And later in 18th century, Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak, he looked at Bhagavad Gita as a karma yoga, that is yoga for devotion of work, and he's translated Bhagavad Gita into Gita Rahasya. Surprisingly, All management principles, philosophies, concepts, and theories which are taught across the globe to management students, all those were discovered and found already present in Bhagavad Gita 5,000 years ago. In my videos, I shall be posting to you one by one what are the different principles, theories, philosophies were existing in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is composed of 700 verses, which are called a shloka in Sanskrit, which are spread over 18 chapters, which are nothing but the adhyayas. So 18 adhyayas and 700 shlokas, that is 18 chapters and 700 verses. I'll be explaining you one by one in each verse which management principle is hidden and discovered. So stay tuned. Thank you so much.